ocean, over the clouds, and around the world, here comes the wild side of wildlife.
The Animal Show!
And now let's have a wild welcome for your furry friends,
Stinky and Jake!
Now it's the Animal Show!
Hello, all you little trees.
Check.
Hello, all you little animals out there.
I'm Stinky.
And I'm Jake, and today we have one very special guest, the mouse.
And we have a special surprise for our guest. We're going to honor the mouse today with visits from some of the most important animals in his life.
Oh, Stinky, that's great. A party to celebrate his life. This time you've really come up with something wonderful.
Well, of course, Jake. When have I ever done something that wasn't wonderful?
Well, let's see. There was that time with the snake, and the time with the gorilla, and don't forget the raccoon and the canoe, and the spider
Stop
monkey.
now, Jake.
And the gazelle. That was a real mess.
And now it's time for...
That's amazing! Today we look at one of the hungriest animals on Earth, the shrew. The shrew is a small mammal. In order to stay alive, it has to eat half its own weight worth of food every 24 hours. That's like a human being eating 33-course meals in one day.
Wow.
The always hungry shrew.
Another animal that'll make you hide your sausage and peppers and say...
That's amazing! And now it's time to bring out our special guest who will be representing mice, shrews, and voles.
Voles.
Yes, and here he is from the Arctic to the tropics to everywhere in between.
In between.
Welcome, Stanley the Mouse.
Oh my, walking outside in the open like this doesn't seem like such a good idea. I'd much rather be inside of a wall, if you know what I mean.
Welcome, Stanley. What's wrong? You seem a little nervous.
Of course I'm nervous. We mice don't like to be seen. It's safer that way.
Well, you're perfectly safe here.
Yeah, and wait till you see the surprise we have for you.
Surprise? Oh, we mice definitely do not like surprises, no siree. Let me show you what I mean.
Oh, you brought a clip?
You see, mice are curious. We like to know what's going on around us all the time.
Yeah, but being curious can also be dangerous.
You bet it can. That's why we're also very careful.
Now, what is this mouse doing?
That's Bernie. He's looking for food. If he doesn't find any, he heads back home.
Home is inside a wall?
It is for house mice. Walls are a great place to live. They're warm, dark, and too small for bigger animals to come in after us.
But not all mice live in walls, right?
Of course not.
Bernie, you're gonna fall!
No.
Bernie, look out!
Stinky.
Whoa!
No. Don't worry. We mice have a great sense of balance. And the claws on our feet can get a grip on wood, brick, concrete, and almost anything.
But if you're so good at getting around, why are you so worried? It doesn't seem like anything could hurt you.
It's because mice are always being hunted. You see, Jake, we're what they call a prey species. That means everybody is out to get us. Cats, badgers, weasels.
Yeah, well, at least he didn't mention any of the animals I invited to honor him.
Not to mention owls, snakes, foxes.
Oh, what do you mean, uh-oh?
But our worst enemies are human beings. I don't know why, but human beings are just not happy to see us around their homes.
Stinky, what did you mean, uh-oh?
Later, Jake. But Stanley, if humans don't like you, then why do you live in their houses?
Because that's where the food is. Oh, look, there's a nice piece of cheese.
Well, that's not just cheese, that's a trap. Hey, be careful, little mouse. If you touch that cheese, the trap's gonna catch your tail. Oh, I can't watch this.
This is dangerous. I can't watch either.
Fellas, you can look. That's Amanda, and she knows what she's doing. You see, mice weigh so little. We can sometimes walk across a trap like that and not set it off. Oh, and by the way, we prefer peanut butter to cheese, just in case you want to send a gift.
Hey, look at those shadows. And, hey, is that a giant mouse walking with those elephants?
No, that's Amanda again. She is such a little jokester. That's the old elephant shadow trick. It's always a big hit at mouse parties. Way to go, Amanda. You really got him that time.
Well, speaking of parties, Stinky, I think you better call your party off.
Party? What party?
Oh, well, I sort of planned a party to celebrate your life.
Hey, Stanley, remember me? I chased you across an open field.
Who's that?
Who else? It's me. Good to see you again, Stanley. You look delicious.
You invited an owl to a party for a mouse? Oh, what are you, some kind of weirdo?
Mr. Owl, maybe you just better wait over there while we work this out.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I'm sorry, Stanley. I didn't know that mice were afraid of birds.
Well, you didn't know better. And anyway, we're not afraid of all birds. You see, we're not afraid of chickens.
Is there a mouse in there somewhere?
Just keep your eye on the food and you're sure to find the mouse. That's the farm where my cousin Clyde lives.
With all those chickens?
Sure. Don't get me wrong, we mice avoid chickens if we can, but mice are a lot faster than chickens and other farm animals. Besides, farms are great because there are always lots of food around.
So mice eat chicken feed?
Well, horse feed, sheep feed, even the crops out in the field. We got a powerful appetite.
Oh, you must not be too popular with the farmers.
Definitely not. If we get in a farmer's grain, we can spoil it. Those farmers are always trying to get rid of us. They're the only animals we mice dislike more than owls.
Stanley,
Oh, snakes.
when do we eat?
Oh, keep her away from me, keep her away from me, please. Please keep her away.
Listen, I'll take care of this. Mrs. Snake, could you wait over there with the owl, please? I'll introduce you.
Thank you.
I am so sorry about this, Stanley.
Oh, that's okay, Stinky. You just don't know. And the claws on our feet all the time. Watch.
See a witch as she flies across the room. It's Halloween. Hear a mummy as he climbs out of his tomb. There's a black cat hiding in the corner, and a jack-o'-lantern fire in his eyes. And I think that ghost is getting closer, 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 closer. Because it's Halloween, Halloween. There's a bat and he turns into a vampire. Because it's Halloween. And a werewolf howling in the canyon. And that monster looks like it's getting closer, 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 closer. Because it's Halloween, Halloween. Because it's Halloween,
Oh, it's not easy being a mouse. You gotta be prepared, always on guard, always. Ooh! I can't take this. I gotta go.
But don't go, Stanley. We need you to stay and tell us about shrews and voles.
Oh, okay. As long as there are no more owls.
No owls. No owls. Just a snake and a fox.
What did you say?
Well, I just said that it's time for...
Baby talk.
What's this? Still asleep? Just because you've just been born doesn't mean you can lie around all day. Come along, follow me. Chop, chop. Oh, leave it alone. I'd follow you if I could move. Children, I'm waiting. That's it. Come with me this way. I'm coming. Oh, good. Oh, I can get some sleep now. It's better. You too, come along, don't dawdle. That's better. Now I'll give you all a nice bath.
I can't get sleep. I've gotta get food. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing quite so nice as bathing my baby mice.
I'm glad there are no more owls on the show.
I'm Wanda Rat, rodent reporter, giving you answers to today's tough questions. Let's see if this animal knows the answer. Ma'am.
Yeah,
Can I ask you a question?
sure.
Which of the following animals has a venomous bite? The rattlesnake, the Gila monster, the shrew, or the tarantula? Your answer.
They all do.
That's right. How did you know?
Hey, I'm a cheetah. What do you expect?
That is the right answer. The rattlesnake, Gila monster, shrew, and tarantula all have a venomous bite that's filled with poison. Let's take a look at the shrew hunting for its food. In fact, hunting is not the right word to use here. Shrews have very poor eyesight and use their whiskers to find out what's going on. They don't really know where food is until they run into it. And this shrew has run into a nice, juicy earthworm. Shrews lead short, hectic lives. They never sleep for more than an hour or so between meals. And they must eat the equivalent of 30 three-course meals a day to get enough energy to keep up their high-speed pace. There is no such thing as a shrew on a diet. As for exercise, chewing one earthworm is the same as running a marathon. And this is Rhonda Rat reporting on the shrew. Back to you, Stinky and Jake.